Gamecocks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Looking for a crease. It's McAllister.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to...
Makes the catch, and he's free. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Might be changing the route. They'll move the tight end. Sellers on the play action. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And I love the way they break on the football to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the run from inside his own 5. He smashes his way through again. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hand off to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
This defense has them them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He might want another play. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Looking for space. It's Ncaa. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Trying play action. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's 3rd and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Right out trying to get it in.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Into the end zone for 6.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Ncaa. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I know that wasn't a big game, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Right back to him on the ground. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you throw them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you can tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
On the move, it's Clark. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Play fake, Sellers. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Throwing Sellers. Makes the catch. It's McAllister. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. 4th down, Sellers. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Got it behind the line. It's Nimrod.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Got a man. It's Nimrod. Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
You know, they say football is a game of inches, and on that last play, that easily could have been an interception and a huge play for the defense, yet somehow, after the deflection, the offense is able to make the catch, and looky, this drive is still going.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a gap. It's Ncaa. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Looking to throw. on target. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Takes a handoff and he's going right. There he goes. The 40, at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running to the left. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And that last carry pays off with a C note already at 100 yards.
Man, he's done it with so much balance and so much power and so much speed. He's really shown you that he's a great back in a multitude of ways. And guess what? It's still the first half.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football.
The ball squirts free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Sellers. Here's the pressure. Makes a catch. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. One more snap coming before halftime. Brown will throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Arkansas State taking on the number 15 team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's the Red Wolves, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Here's Sellers to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harvard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Let's see what he can do with it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Cobb. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. On the run, fires downfield. Soft spot in the middle. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to get it to the marker. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on fourth down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team...
A shot toward the end zone. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open to try to make plays.
Makes the grab in their space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball...
Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And they're able to get him down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Turning it on. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Brown will throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Trying to run, it's Ncaa. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. It'll be third and long. The play action fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Good right down the boulevard. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will open from the 15. They go play action with Sellers. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Third and 6 yards to go. Sellers from the gun on third down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Got it down the field. Off to the races to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Brown wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. On the ground, it's Ncaa finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and getting them on the ground, for goodness.
Breaks into the open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Here comes the heat. He gets away. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Here he comes with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Right back to the well. There's some room. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions. You're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The short hands, it's Kane. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are...
He's loose on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, South Carolina. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Brown will throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. Hits the crease. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers. The Tigers are back on top.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. The give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe,